I am not gonna lie, the mornings are a little brisk. I would guess it's probably like 10 degrees or something like that. It's very manageable. But it's when the sun hits the ground that it can be, you know, really fresh. But I mean, just look how beautiful it is here. Like, this is where my little camping area is. And a lot of people, it's the last morning of Birdsville. A lot of people did the early entry yesterday, which sort of always shocks me why somebody would want to do that. But just have a look around. This is, like, the sun has risen behind us. And it's the last morning. It's very quiet, very serene. People are leaving now, but it's pretty quiet actually. It's nowhere near as the big rush as it's been in past years. We finally got those blue skies, which is lovely. But I swear to God, one of the nicest things about being here are the mornings. They're really still, they're really quiet, really beautiful and fresh, that fresh feeling in the desert. And I've just made myself the most beautiful, enjoyable cup of tea. I think this morning I'm having chai tea. Women solo traveling, you know, despite whatever situations have happened to them in their life, they're taking hold of their life and doing it anyway. Come with me on my journey. Making myself a nice tea now. So enjoyable. So enjoyable. It takes about 5 minutes for the water to heat up. You got to bring all your water in, obviously. And the other thing is too, you would have seen me the other day, I took out my grey water. So any waste water that you have goes into a bucket, and then you can dispose of that into the waste disposal water area. It's called grey water. Black water is when you do your business. So I just use the toilets here. I don't have a portable toilet or anything like that. I just use the bathrooms that are provided. They're more than perfect. And I got my friendly Rolly coming over to me. What a nice sight in the morning. Hey, Rolly. Oh, that's the other thing you need when you're tripping out here, which I didn't bring, which I'm going to buy. You are a good man. Oh. So let me run through with you bedding in my little caravan, the XT10E. People are a little bit obsessed with that. They think it's going to be so completely freezing at Birdsville, and look, it can get quite cold, but these are just nice tight little compact caravans. And I run the diesel heater when I come in. I run it for about 15-20 minutes before I get into bed. That's just while I'm getting ready, while I get changed and everything, and do the old wipe down with all the baby wipes and wipe off any makeup or any just mess on my face from the desert, and get changed just into some really light jammies. And then I jump into bed, and then I turn the diesel heater off. And that 20 minutes honestly is all it takes to get it running. Because if it's been sunny during the daytime, you've got to remember your van is heated up from that as well. And then you can put these bottoms, they're down, like to let the sun in, and then up when you want to go to sleep. And so for the amount of bedding that I have, I've just got normal old sheets. I didn't even bring flanny sheets because I've got pajamas on, so that's kind of good enough. And I wear socks because that always helps. And I just have a doona, 2 blankets, and then if it's particularly cool, I will have like a snow sleeping bag over the top of that. And that is more than enough for a small woman like me, 60 kilo frame, by myself in a small caravan, to stay completely warm. And then when I wake up, if I'm going to do the sunrise, I'll wake up about 6:30, just reach out, flick on the little diesel heater switch, that turns it on, and then within 15 minutes I feel totally comfortable to get up and repeat the process, get dressed and get out for the day. And then I turn the heater off. That way you will retain your diesel heater, you won't have to keep filling it up, and that's all you need. Like, I know some of the guys here, they are running their heaters all night, and you just don't need to. You seriously do not need to. And another tip is I actually have like a little basket here which I put my jammies in, and then any jewelry or stuff that I want to hide, or lip balm. And then I've got like a little light next to me that just switches on in the night if I just need light, and that's just battery operated. I got all kind of feels this morning. Well, I got my nice hot cup of tea. So I'm not alone yet, which is nice. We're going to Baduri to the camel races, which is heaps of fun. And I'm with them for the next couple of days. But then after that, I am officially on my own. I have all sorts of funny feelings about that. But the whole point of doing this trip was to have time away by myself and get out of my comfort zone and have new challenges and get back in touch with what I love doing, which is traveling and work. Being able to, you know, work and travel is such a privilege. And, you know, I'm in my little XT10E here, my little home away from home for the next couple of months, and live my life the way I sort of choose to live it and get out of Sydney winter and get away from desert winter. I'll be heading north very shortly. Yeah, I just wanted to tune in this morning and just document this, I guess. I'm feeling lots of gratitude, feeling lots of love. I have made some beautiful friends, like lifelong friends. I'm going to travel to Cape York with some of the people that I've met here just by total coincidence. But, you know, as you know in life, nothing is a coincidence. And the nicest thing today is that it's the 7th of the 7th, which means it's Steve's birthday, which was always the way when we'd roll out of Birdsville, be around his birthday. And it's a really nice feeling. You know, I know that he has been here and watched this from wherever he is and enjoyed watching me find my feet again and be back doing the stuff that I love doing. All packed down. This is all it is. Rolly just airing me back up, which is nice. What did we say the tyre pressure was?
We'll go 34.
We were rounding in the middle, weren't we? Yeah. Beautiful, thanks. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I have a clue what I'm doing. I'm hanging with these guys and I just do what I'm told because they're expert four-wheel drivers and drive in sand all the time and conditions. So we aired down when we were doing dirt roads, which means taking the tyre pressure out of your tyres and flattening them down a bit so there's more tyre spreading across the road, which gains more traction and it's not so, you know, pumped up and going to pop if it hits a sharp stone or something. You know, if it's a little bit flatter, goes a little bit slower, but it's wider across the road. That's my understanding. But now that we're hitting a bit of tar roads, which is a good thing, they need to be aired back up to normal tyre pressure. And I've only got normal street tyres on my vehicle as well. The trailer, which Rolly's doing right now, has got big, fat, chunky four-wheel drive trailers, but the car is just like, you know, like a street car. So I have to be very careful when I'm out driving on these corrugations and just have that tyre pressure down so I don't put too much pressure on my tyres. That's my understanding of it. That is a layperson's explanation. I've got to tell you, I'm a bit sad. All packed up, ready to go. Well, I am gone. I'm in the line now, queuing to get out. Not sure how long it's going to take. It's about 11:30 in the morning. We took our time. They say don't rush out of here at like 8. You know, from 8 o'clock on, it gets really busy and congested. And from now, it sort of starts to peter out a bit, you know. But just watching the way they dismantle this whole thing, it's incredible. And there's still people up on top of Big Red, which is great. It's tempting to still stay here one more night. It's a glorious day, honestly. It's a beautiful place. I think it's like a must-see for all Australians if you're interested in true Australia, the heart of Australia, like the desert. And yeah, I'll be back. Don't know when. This is my 5th time in Birdsville, my 4th time out here. It's just amazing. Wow, here I am parked opposite Birdsville Hotel, just waiting in the line for fuel, which isn't very long at all. I have to totally compliment this town. Man, they know how to run a really good event, this town. Like, they're used to it when people converge on the town. It took 2.5 hours. I left at 11:15 and I got pulled in here at 1:45. It's taken 2.5 hours to crawl into Birdsville. So if you want to leave the Big Red Bash in future years and get away early in the morning or get away late, or got away the next day. Leaving at 11, this is what it's like, you know. So I'm just about to get in line now, but so complimentary for the amazing people of Birdsville and their organisational skills. You know. Oh, what a sight. I was here only like a week ago and back again at the Birdsville Bakery. Very different weather conditions though. I bought up big last time. I think I'll buy up big again. So I've just got my little stash here of goodies. One thing you have to consider when you are in the outback is that food is not cheap. Food is expensive. It's like desert tax because it has to be trucked in thousands of kilometres through nothingness to get here. So I bought a beautiful vegetarian pastry, a brownie, a massive strawberry donut, and a good old black tea, and that was $28. But you know what? Like, it's here we are. And quite frankly, seeing I ran out of chocolate about 4 or 5 days ago, I'm very grateful.